Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and I have a headache. Apologies that there hasn't really been any videos, Unfortunately, this is the point where it's like, if I got stuff going on, sometimes you just gotta lock in. Sometimes you just gotta lock in. I've been saying that literally every single episode. So you know what? I'm gonna say something else. I'm gonna say something else. I have a headache. I've had a headache for like 5 hours. It feels, if I were to describe the headache, it feels like the ocean tide receding and then coming back in, So it's like when the waves are going back into the ocean, that's like minor, small pain. But then, when the waves are coming back onto the shore, that's like major owie pain, and I've had that for like 5 hours. And, I might be coming down with something. I might be coming down with the flu or something. I feel very hot, temperature-wise. So I don't know, we're gonna play something or other. It's gonna be a good time. I actually don't know. I looked at the channel the other day, and then I didn't really internalize what I was looking at. It was a Miku run. When was the last Jury run? I want to do Jury again. 2 weeks ago! I deadass, like, I saw the 62 views and I saw the 2 weeks, and I actually almost read that as 62 weeks ago, and I was gonna be like, well, if we haven't played Jury in 62 weeks, I feel like we can justify playing her again. I feel like that's totally fine, right? Like, I haven't played Jury in 62 weeks, guys. Like, I mean, cut me a little slack here, she's my favorite character. Like, I've been going without Jury for 62 weeks? Like, come on. That's like saying I can't play Final Fantasy XIV for, like, more than a few days. That's not true, I'm kind of cooked on Final Fantasy XIV, just a little bit. You know what? Goizo. I clicked on it, I was just randomly clicking, I clicked on Goizo, it's Gazoo time. It's Gazoo. It's the Zoo Kazoo, okay? It's, look who it is. Has this game been updated? I don't even know. I haven't looked at my Steam. The last game that I played, I've been playing the Forever Winter, like, on and off with friends for, like, a week. Like, I don't know anything. I haven't played any other video games. That's not true. I log on to Final Fantasy XIV to do the FC actions sometimes. Not really. There are 2 people who do the FC actions who would beat me up for saying that, so I gotta immediately correct myself. I can't even go with the bit for 5 seconds. And then, I got to, I raid sometimes. Thank God we're not raiding tomorrow. Because I just want to, like... I can't imagine, like, we would normally raid tomorrow, and I'm just like, I'm having this headache today, and it's making me feel like I don't even want to raid, like, tomorrow. Even though, presumably, this headache will be gone by tomorrow. But I don't know, like, I could be coming down with, like, a flu or something. I've been a lot more active recently, in a way. So, maybe I got sick. Maybe it's look who it is. Maybe I got sick. Maybe it's look who it is. I don't know. Listen, this is going to be an incoherent episode, alright? This is going to be an incoherent episode, alright? I'm reading the fucking library notes again. I'm back in the fucking building again. But, what was I going to say? I was going to say something. I started watching, rewatching, I guess, Spy X Family, because, like, I watched Season 1 and a little bit of Season 2, like, when it was coming out, but then I did the thing that I always do, which is that I read the manga afterwards, and then I got up to, like, the Lloyd's Memories part, and then that was when, like, I bought, like, the latest manga thing that came out, and then I didn't read it again, and I didn't keep up with it again, which is kind of silly, because it's good, I like it. I did that with Freerun, too. Like, when the Freerun anime ended, I read up to, like, the current, and then I kept up with it until, like, the Golden City, and then I, like, stopped reading it around, like, the end of the Golden City. Which is weird, because it's, like, that's sort of, like, the payoff, That's just sort of, like, a thing that happens, and, like, a thing that, like, it's kind of a cool moment. I think it's really neat. But, it is what it is, so... I don't know, we're back at it again. I think I turned off my computer recently, so this recording shouldn't crash. So I guess we'll see what happens. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Carpenter Hammer it is. Listen, I'm a Jury Carpenter Hammer whatchamacallit, propagandist, but also, like, I don't know. Why am I blanking on what the hell mail day is? Like, you just always read the letters, right? Oh no, this is a stamina thing. You can feel an anxiety attack coming on. -1 stamina. That's like... Not checking your mail is like the equivalent of getting, like, half a bullet. That's not true. But there's, like, one where you get shot, and it's like, no, there is one where you get shot, and it's, like, -2 stamina. And then there's, like, or you can get a random injury, like getting grazed by a bullet. Power scaling in World of Horror doesn't make sense. There's that meme on social media where it's, like, the power scaling thing, where it's, like, whatchamacallit, how, like, the power scaling wiki gives people, like, rankings, and then you, like, make them fight each other based on those rankings or whatever, and people were doing, like, silly... Are you freaking kidding me, dude? Are you freaking kidding me? Small candle moment. Closer to the microphone equals funny, as we have all previously established. But, you know, it's like, a power scaler would not be able to handle World of Horror, because it's like, this is such a bizarre game where it's like, the stamina and sanity costs don't make any fucking sense. Which is weird, right? Because a lot of this game is designed around, less around gameplay and more around... Less around gameplay and more around, whatchamacallit. Is this really how I want to do this? Sure, why not? It's just 2 stamina. What can it cost? 2 stamina? Like, so you know what I mean, right? Like, Panstash won't do charisma weapons because charisma weapons don't make sense. But, like, also getting shot by a gun is, like, 2 stamina sometimes, 4 stamina sometimes, 8 stamina sometimes. You know, it doesn't, like... It's a little bit, like, kind of weird. It's a little bit kind of weird. Oh, that's what I was accidentally moving before I started recording. Well, there you go. But it's like, how do I put it? It's like there's a lot of things in this game that are designed explicitly for, Oh, fighting the school as jury sucks, by the way. Hopefully we make this dodge. I didn't even actually think about that. We're up to 46 on the horror meter already. That's pretty terrifying. But, like, a lot of this game is balanced around what is thematically interesting for the setting and what is thematically interesting for the game than it is, like, actual game balancing, right? That's, like, a choice that Panstash has made repeatedly throughout the game's development, is rule of Eldritch Horror cool over game balancing, which I think is completely fine because I think it works with this game. But it's kind of weird how, like, damage is balanced, you know? Like, damage specifically doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, if you actually, like think about it for a moment, alright? You can take -2 sanity from an eldritch monstrosity invading your mind and walking through a grass field. Like, those two things are not equivalent. You can take -3 sanity for seeing a fucking, like, eldritch horizon on top of, like, a sphinx's corpse with infinite blood waterfalls pouring. You can take -3 reason from that. You take -3 reason from that. You take walking through a spooky field of grass in the day damage doing that. Like, just a little bit more than that. Like, the damage scaling for this game does not make sense. Like, how much damage would, like, the fucking world punching, like, somebody, like, making it somebody into a donut? How much stamina would that be? Would that be, like, 3 stamina? Would that be 4 stamina? Would that be 2? Like, oh yeah, Zawaldo, like, fucking punched you in the fucking stomach, and you have, like, a giant hole in your stomach, +1 injury, -2 stamina. Like, come on! And the fact is, like, no matter what injury you take in this game, you can basically recover from it, unless it's, like, you can't recover from it, which is usually, like, a -10% max stamina thing, which doesn't matter. So it's like the only way you could hope to kill a World of Horror character is just that they have medical history and you can stack injuries on them, or you're the kind of character that can apply an injury debuff. Which you might think, well, you know, if they're in like a death battle fight, then sure, we can just, you know, beat the shit out of them, like break their bones or whatever. But that's not how World of Horror works, brother. That's not how it works, sister. You don't get a broken bone from getting punched by an eldritch deity that's like 40 times your size. You know, you don't get a broken bone fighting a skyscraper, or you don't get broken teeth by biting a skyscraper. You know, you can fight the finger of an eldritch deity from beyond, like, the fucking stars. And guess what? It's like -2 fucking sanity, brother. And you don't get any permanent injuries or permanent curses. So it's like, unless you're a specific kind of character who is, like, specifically designed around dealing specific injuries or specific curses, how can you kill a fucking WoW protagonist? You punch them, like, you know, sure, if you were fighting Sayatama, that would be, like, -99 stamina. Or, like, -999 stamina, sure. But, like, anyone else? Like, you throw a fucking punch that could break a building, you probably just do, like, -4 stamina to these motherfuckers. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I might be losing it. I might be getting, like, fever delirious here. But, like, come on. Come on, man. Come on. Like, these characters are crazy. The shit that they endure, the shit that they walk off. Like, I feel like I could step on I feel like Jury could step on a fucking Teemo shroom and just take, like, -3 stamina and maybe, like, -1 reason because there's the psychological damage of going up against a Teemo. But I feel like, you know, another character like a character from a different media steps on a Teemo shroom. It's like, there's no poison in this game. Jury can't be poisoned. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you could make Jury blind with the Teemo Q. But what would that be? That would be, like, minus perception. And what does perception do? 2 things. Jack and shit. I don't know what to tell you. I actually don't know what to tell you. I don't know where the police station is, so probably not there. But what if we did anyway? We'll do Bulletin, why not? We'll do Bulletin, it's fine. We'll do Bulletin, it's okay. I don't know why I'm going here. I don't know why I'm going here. That's why I'm going here. It's calculated. Everything that I do is calculated unless I lose, in which case, I mean, it was a calculated gamble. But, you know, sometimes you lose the dice roll. Everything I do is 100% correct in this game. 100% of the time. I might actually be coming down with a fever, and I might actually be delirious. It's true. It might actually be that crazy, honestly. So here's the thing. I'm taking quick thinking, which I know sounds crazy, but think about it. We got a lot of mansion gaming to do in whatchamacallit. It'll pay off. It'll pay off. And here's the thing. We do actually, I think, this is not worth it. Because, yeah, it takes the Doom down, but I don't give a fuck about the Doom. I care about the fucking horror meter that's at 46%, brother. Like, 18% Doom, that's all well and dandy. Perhaps even lemon candy, if that's your fancy, but I don't know what to tell you. I'm kind of in hell right now. And by that, I mean Jury's in hell. But I'm, like, playing Jury and I'm playing the video game, so that means that I'm kind of in hell. But, I mean, can you really say that because I'm having fun playing a video game? Ask the waiter. The forest is safe. The mansion is doomed. So that is what we need to do. So we're going to put that there. We're going to grab this. And yeah, this is going to be a, whatchamacallit, risky couple of village investigations, but listen, I know that it's kind of tempting to try to go for the random magical item, but I might, point towards, we really did roll a 12, huh? Oh, see, there it is, the fucking grass. It's dangerous here. Your reason penalty increased. Can you believe it? It's dangerous in the grass fields, guys. Walking around the fucking welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. I remember that. I remember that reference. I know what that's from. Everybody today thinking about a musician, and I'm thinking about a comedy entertainer who put the mask, who put the Green Goblin mask in the closet to go on to become an incredibly famous, well, I actually don't know. I don't know anything about music, so I can't really say incredibly famous, but I know who they are, so, like, you know, I know who they are because of who they were when they were wearing the Green Goblin mask, but, you know. Anyways, what am I saying? I don't know, I got distracted. I got distracted, chat. Chat, is this real? Unfortunately. I almost want to take the sanity, but I'm not going to. I should have taken the sanity. What the hell is wrong with me? We're going into fucking hell here, but I'm jury, so, like, you know, it'll work out. I'm jury, it'll work out. I'm jury, it'll work out. Jury's, like, pretty strong. I just had, like, a crazy, like, not deja vu, but, like, a thing like that. Like, I saw the screen transition happen. I just put my hand in front of the goddamn microphone because I'm silly. But, you know, I saw, like, the screen transition happen. Like, the tentacles revealing the screen to me, like, whenever you go through a loading screen. Like, watch, if you never noticed that before. Check this out. Like, see, look, there's gonna be, like, little... Never mind. There's, like, sometimes when a screen transition happens, like, the darkness fades away, and there's, like, sometimes it looks like tentacles or whatever. I don't know. I've played this game definitely enough times. I'm not a fake fan. I swear. You know what? Fuck it. Get owned. Get owned. But, whatchamacallit? It's like the screen transition went away, right? And I saw this map right here, and I was thinking to myself, are we in the fucking... Are we in Freaky Flood? Like, I deadass thought that for, like, a second and a half. And I had, like, a visceral reaction to it. Like, I genuinely thought, like, oh my god, we're in Freaky Flood, what the fuck is wrong with me? And then I was gonna blame the, oncoming fever delusions, but, you know, it's okay. Alright. Okay, sure. Alright, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, okay, sure. You know what? No. Double down, triple down, quadruple down. Absolutely not. You come into... This is a school. I don't know, you're a mansion enemy, you freaking crazy psychopath, but, you know, you come into the artist's mansion, where my friend Emmy and I cannot pronounce that name, I'm sorry. I do the thing that, like, it goes viral on Twitter where they're like, I hate it when a YouTuber can't pronounce the name of the thing that they're interacting with. And it's like, please, I'm not popular enough for that to be a subtweet about me. I am not popular enough for that to be a subtweet about me. And also, I'm, like, goofy, and so I can get away with it, right? Right? Points fingers together. I'm like, fever delirious. You gotta cut me a little slack. I'm losing my mind, honestly. But, like, you know, we're trying to have, like, a lovely art vacation where we're, like, you know, seeing this beautiful art that we love because we love this artist. And, you know, we even brought our dog to the countryside. It's really relaxing. Then we walk into a fucking, like, schoolroom somehow. In this mansion, there's a schoolroom. And then we fight, like, puppets in a classroom? I was gonna say, like, a schoolroom, but it's like a classroom, you know? Because that's what it is. I'm crazy. I'm honestly just kind of built different. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of built different right now. And by that, I mean, I'm, like... I think I'm coming down with the fever, man. Listen, sister. Sometimes you know that you're sick. And NB, you already know. Sometimes you're feeling a little bit icky. You motherfucker. That was 4 on the horror meter. I'm not buying it, Billy Mays. I'm not buying your product, Billy Mays. You've taken enough of Jury's valuable time already. Because she has the money to afford it. But, you know, you've given the Skinwalker one step closer. So, you know, it's fine. It's look who it is, honestly. Just get to 8 knowledge, feel better about yourself, and... Well, actually, you're probably feeling worse about yourself because you're smarter in an eldritch world, but, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Recluse, or... Ah, shit. It's Medusa. I remember I was excited about this mystery. I was happy. I was like... Snake Lady in World of Horror, eye emoji, eyes emoji, exclamation mark emoji, question mark emoji. But, you know, it was like meant Medusa as in like a jellyfish, which is, you know, cool, but, you know. Residential recluse, or... I mean, we have 8 knowledge. And this is a pretty short mystery, so... Maybe we can make something happen. We have 2 things we can throw. I'm feeling actually pretty decent about that. Yeah, we can always do this. Because why did I not do it earlier? I was like, I don't want to lose sanity. It's like, but that doesn't matter. This is the mansion, which was doomed, is now high threat level. Because even though this mystery has a set events that take place in the apartments, I got there in the end, even though this mystery takes place in the apartments, even though this is a set sort of investigation that you get every single time, this is a mansion event. So because the mansion was doomed and now high threat level, take a bath will do nothing. Now, if we have hot bath perk, then that's beautiful, but we're just going to take the doom that we don't actually need to reduce because there's nothing wrong with our doom because we're on Mystery 4. Always eat it. I don't care at all about the stupid, what's it called? Waste another day. This mystery hurts. It hits a little close to home, unfortunately, which is why I don't like to look at the text on my screen. But I'm also like a Limbus Company player, Sleeper Agents activated, so I can't read anyways. Do I want to get rid of Stalker? Like, does that matter? I don't think it does. I don't think it actually matters. I don't want to take 6 on the horror meter, so we'll always do that. Even if it's kind of a little scary. You know what? Human enemies are pieces of crap, and they should go to hell. All humans should not be my enemies, because I have no enemies. I must be delirious. That's just like me, for real, honestly. Just like me, for real. Alright. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I'm a little scared now. Oh, shit. Okay, alright. But wait a minute. I actually don't know if this, like, does anything. Of course it does something. What the hell is the matter with me? Like, obviously this does something. We take 4 damage, and then we kill you. Which is not something that we were doing before with just severing. Thank you, money. Who cares about perception, man? But, like, who cares about anything that we have on our left side of the screen? Like, look at available perks. Dexterity. Look, perception. And also school event blue check. FTL reference. Charisma. Like, who gives a shit, man? Just spam rest when you get to the lighthouse. It doesn't matter. Just take as much strength as possible so you can beat this piece of shit to death. We got Blood Moon. We got Blood Moon, chat. We got Blood Moon. So I only have a 100 base % chance to hit instead of a 120 base % chance to hit. You motherfucker. Which, against an enemy like this... With an enemy like this... 2 on the horror meter? You know what? I have to do it. I have to do that just because it's like... You are crazy that it's the seaside that's doomed. Like, that's usually really good because, like, the seaside is in, like, what, 3 mysteries, 2 mysteries? But, like, goddamn, man, that's fucking tragic. We're probably not gonna level up again because of that. That's awful. I mean, I really hate this, but, you know, it is what it is. There's not really much we can do there. Do we have, like, freaking... We do have roads closed. That's why everything sucks. Do I throw the game trying to level up? I have memory extract. That's so funny. That is so funny, man. We have to... Wait, no. We're screwed either way, aren't we? No. We get 1 investigation. We get 1 investigation if I do it like this. So we have a chance of getting into a combat here. Oh, motherfucker. I thought it would be... Oh! I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry, man. That's so sad. Well, we won't be needing this anymore. That's actually, like, so tragic. That's actually fucking crazy that that happened, man. Oh, we're on Gazoo? What the hell? Sure, I'll rest one more time, it's fine. We have to go back to the seaside, by the way. And we could get Vital Clued at any time. I still never experimented to see if the threat level matters with the lighthouse, because I don't think those locations, because the lighthouse itself is a seaside location, but I don't know if those events have any, like, tags. Pale Sinew. It's look who it is. It's look who it is. It's look who it is. So true, bestie. This is such a weird one right here. Could we potentially... Is Jury potential woman? Let's find out. This is dumb. It worked out, but it was dumb. Don't do that. It was fine, I guess. I wonder if you were a task, you could use memory extract, or, like, level up if you got enough EXP for it. Because the EXP is there for, like, half a second. Or, like, a split second or something. Well, you know, the horror might want to change up the drip, so... We had Jury's outfit, now we're gonna dap up the horror, honestly. The horror's gotta look stylish for its big day. Saving the world. I don't know. We'll do it like... I still have the flashlight, actually, so why am I... I don't need to rest too much. I can only take, 3. Total guess. 100% total guess. Oh no, I can take 3 too, because the charisma check is the one that does 2 damage, not 3. Listen, for like 2 years, okay, the charisma check said that it did 3 damage. Okay? So like, that's like 2 years of muscle memory, man. You gotta cut me a little slack. I'm also delirious. Oh, hell yeah. We didn't even throw the weapon to get, like, bonus. Because you can you can queue up your attacks first, then you throw the weapon, and you still get the bonus damage. It's pretty awesome, actually. I don't know, what did we do? It was, Pulitzer, right? That's the only one that made sense from that list of 4. Anyways, thanks for watching, stay safe out there, have a good one. I abandoned my Luldo streak a long time ago, so we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If it's Briar, specifically tonight, I'm gonna cry. But, you know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. If I delayed this video for 3 more seconds, I should say the run, it would have been absolutely pog. Anyways, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye. Hopefully videos tomorrow. Maybe. No promise, no promise. I'm willing that into existence. I'm putting the positive energy into the universe.